What's going on, guys? The Fight 3 doing another video, and welcome back to Umineko When They Cry, where today we're finally gonna solve the biggest mystery ever with Goda. Who asked? Nah, I'm just kidding. But anyway, last video was insane. Finally on the first Twilight, and it wasn't just a simple wake up and people were dead. We actually got to watch the murders play out in a really epic battle. I love the fight sequences in this game. And yeah, let's see what Goda is up to. Apparently the nighttime rounds. There had never been anything on Rokenzima outside the Ushiromia family. Just checking that the doors and windows were all closed had no... Sir. Sir, there's not like any animals on the island that can get inside. However, ever since Natsui had scolded them saying that this was careless, the nighttime rounds had become part of the servants' daily routine. The reason that Natsui had ordered this was the occasional disturbances of the wits. Oh. Everyone who visited this island knew about the legend of Beatrice, the witch of the forest. This had become established as this island's characteristic ghost story. Every island needs one. Oh my god, it's so loud. Because of that, it was only natural that some people would occasionally say that when they had thought that they were alone in the mansion, they had heard a strange sound or seen the shadow of a person. Also, I really hope the audio levels are okay. I mean to like optimize OBS and like record the best quality, but I always forget to do so, yeah. However, when that had created a little too big of a disturbance and reached Natsui's ears, she had made a fuss, thinking that some suspicious person might have been coming in and out. Apparently, it was said that she had roused all of the servants and had them check the... Natsui's great. Because of all this uproar over the witch which had happened before Goda had come, he had only heard about it from the more senior servants. Ghost stories like that could be found in any workplace, even at the hotel Goda had once worked at. In the restaurant I work at the moment, we don't have any ghost stories. There was never a shortage of those types of story. So when we heard that story on this island, he smiled bitterly, thinking, ah, so they have that kind of thing here after all. He smiled bitterly, but he thought when in Rome, do as the Romans do, and had not selected that. Goda went along with it on the outside, but in his heart he thought it was a childish trick. At first. Okay, now he's admitting it. Java updating. I love it. He could understand that if someone doing the rounds on an eerie night like this saw a lace curtain waving in the breeze from a window which hadn't been closed, they might be tempted to believe they had seen a ghost. If you make fun of... Maybe that's why Battler is, like, suffering for the past 3 episodes. Wait, though, that's actually a theory. Oh my... Goda did something useful. No way. No, but seriously, like, imagine that's the case. Like, magic isn't causing the murders, but Battler is trapped, like, in... I think it was Purgatory. Yeah, it was Purgatory. In Purgatory with the witch because he insulted the painting, and because of that, disowned. Sounds like the most teenager thing ever, like in a horror movie. Like, oh, it's just a stupid curse. It won't come back and kill me at all. Ha ha ha. Wait, what? He for sure is dead. Goda prayed to the portrait, his hands together, as though he was a Shinto shrine. At that time, he thought he heard a sound. The kitchen? Was that the sound of something metal falling on the floor? Surely a mouse or a cockroach hadn't come out and knocked over some of the dishes. No, how could that be? It was routinely and thoroughly cleaned. Goda thought that in any case, he had better check what the noise had been and entered the kitchen. Also, yeah, my voice is at 100% if you can't tell. He turned on the kitchen light. When he did, he heard a strange sound. Clank, 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 clank. Amazing sound. To a cook like Goda, that sound seems like the lid on the pressure cooker or something was shaking. Of course, it couldn't be in use when no one was in the kitchen. If someone had been using the gas, what a dangerous thing to do to just walk away from it. Just in case, Goda decided to inspect the area around the gas range. Ah yes, inspecting the mysterious noise in the dead of night. This is how you become a first Twilight sacrifice. Like, the other... Wait just a moment. We have 4. Hold up. If I go to characters. Human side. No. Why won't you let me go to the human side? What? Okay, that was weird. So, these 3 are dead. He's dead. Is he neck? Oh my god, I feel bad for Kumasawa. I don't want her to die. No, go for Nanzo instead. Kumasawa's innocent. When he did this in the corner by the gas range, the pressure cooker really had been placed there, just as though he thought. Though honestly, it's probably going to be an adult who dies next, because... Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, but the flame wasn't on. And my bet is Rudolf, because he cannot get to break. And yet the lid was clanking. Was something fermenting and leaking gas? How could that be? Then there was a mouse or something inside? How could there be? Ridiculous. In front of people, Goda acted as though he had a bold personality fitting for his build. But he actually had an unexpectedly timid side to him. He was terrified to find out that what might be inside, and he couldn't check it carelessly. In his cowardice, he grabbed a nearby wooden pedestal, and with a clunk, he tapped in a little strongly against the side of the pressure cooker. When he did, the clanking sound suddenly stopped. He should have been relieved now that it stopped, but the fact that it had stopped when he had hit it was even more eerie, and made him even more suspicious about what was inside.
Mm-hmm.
It's a head! No, sir. He for sure is dead. Again, this is how you die in horror. He repeated that many times, trying to build up his own confidence. It was quite comical how he looked completely different from what he was saying. Take that. He removed the lid of the pressure cooker, and lying exposed there was the sparkling clean silver bottom of the pot. There was absolutely nothing frightening like he had imagined. Oh. The old noggin's playing a few tricks on me. Why do I feel like that's something he'd say? But now go to... I give this guy so much shit. Like, I'm sorry if he's your favorite character, but... he's funny. But now Goda realized that he had been a coward. So while he still had some doubts about what had caused the lid to make that sound, he explained it... He's not being a coward. Well, I mean, the way he did it was cowardly. He could have, like, ignored it, and that's common sense. He explained it away abstractly at some quick quirk of positioning or something and decided not to worry about it too much. Then he took the lid he had grabbed and softly set it back. Oh, yeah, so is calm now. Where it had been. It's alright, there won't be a sound. Obviously. As if witches or magic... Clank. Clank, clank, clank. They really should have used, like, a SC sound effect. Oh my god. Red Dread. Oh my, this guy is so... I love the processing utensils in the kitchen. Imagine if he, like, a kitchen knife goes flying. Why do I feel like that's just gonna happen? And it grew stronger and still, until finally it became so strong that the lid to one of the pots fell off. And from inside the pot, a slender white arm slowly... Okay, it's even more terrifying than a knife. The lid fell off another pot, and another hand slowly stretched out. And another. And another. When the number of arms grew to 7, a loud shrill laughter spread in the air. Oh wait, 7! Are they gonna be the murderers, like, this entire episode? Well, I mean the fake murderers, because magic isn't real. No, magic is real. They're not causing the murders. Wait just a moment. I recognize... That's an RPG Maker MV sound effect. Hold up. At least I think. Oh. We'll go to die too, but I'm more upset about the sound effect. Well, I'm not upset, I'm just more curious. Come on, let's search. There's only one more. That'll... They are killing all the servants. Oh. Damn, that's... Not the That's a strange thing. Don't get noticed by the relatives in the dining hall. Don't get noticed by the kids in the guest house. Search the sign. It's just... They went after all the servants of the first... I mean, I thought that that's where that could be going, but... What a weird first Twilight. Like, normally the adults are dead. Hey, I found her. She's... Oh, this is... Why is she staying there without an umbrella? She's given herself up. Oh mine, oh mine. You're so close. This is... I feel so bad for her. Come on, if we take any longer, we'll be scored by Beatrice-sama. Let's take care of it once and for all. Come on, found her, surrounded her. Come on, what's up? Yeah, she's so fucked. Die. Oh, what the? What the? She has magic? What the fuck? She... What? What?
やんちゃなお嬢さんたちだこと。あの子のお友達かしら。
She has fucking magic. What the hell? This is so... She could not care less about what's going on right now. I need an explanation, please.
どうして私たちを防げるの？どいて！もう一度よ！
何度やっても無駄だ。この個人できる。
What?
私はあの子を待っているのです。
What
どう
child?
か呼んできてはくれ。
そのようなデッチボークを私たちがすると思う？
その必要はない。
ベアトリーチェ様。
Oh, she's gonna be pissed. They had one job.
私が権限するほどでございます。必ずやお目覚めと思いました。
ロノウェイ、久しぶりですね。
What?
本当に久しぶりです。
How the fuck do you know who he is too? What are you hiding, Kumasawa?
こいつ
Kumasawa Ba-chan.
呼びつけに。
What are you hiding?
そしてあなたもお久しぶりですね、ベアトリーチェ。
こいつベアトリーチェ様までも。
Why is she a badass? Oh my god, I love this.
よい。そのお方をどなたと心得るか。ベアトリーチェとは、そもそもそのお方の名。
What?
わらわはそれを受け継いだに過ぎぬ。そのお
What?
方こそは、わらわの師匠。
Kumasawa culprit. Is that a thing? I was joking about like... Okay, obviously I was joking about Goda because we saw he's useless. Well, again, sorry for sitting on him. Like the other servants, like they clearly can do magic set and like are suspicious. But...
仙台ベアトリーチェ兄弟。
What?
仙台ベアトリーチェ教。
It's that... The opening! It's the knockoff Beatrice... She's Walmart Beatrice? What? No. Oh my god. Now I threw my voice out from being so surprised. Gold butterflies appeared in ones and twos from the garden of roses and began to gather around Kumasawa. And after becoming a golden radiance and enveloping her, they burst and disappeared, and Kumasawa's form was no longer there. What? It is her! There was another golden witch, the one who... That... Oh my... What the fuck is happening? Her hair was long, beautiful, and vivid with youthful, and her figure in the elegant dress was unrecognizable as an old lady. No, this looked like a completely different person than Kumasawa.
これはお師匠さんを再びお会いできる日が訪れるとは。
ええ、私もですよ。よもやまた眠りを妨げられるとは夢にも思いませんでした。
まったく厄介なところでお目覚めになられ、いつもの通りお休みであられたなら、
Oh, she's gonna die. No, don't kill. She looks like Marisa from Toho, but like without blonde hair.
少々退屈しておりましたところ。
相変わらず悪趣味な遊びで罪もない人々をもてあそんでいるようですね。
Oh, that Beatrice up to her usual
無
tricks.
限の魔女の力は決して人に迷惑をかけることに使ってはならないと何度も教えたはずですよ。
そう言うなよ、お師匠様。退屈は私たちの天敵じゃありませんか。それから逃れるためのちょっとしたスパイスに過ぎませんよ。
Oh, I love spice.
侵食が進めば進むほどにわらわの力は強くなり、
Yeah, I have no idea if I'm being drowned out by the music, right? You know what? There. It just dropped a decimal. Hopefully that sounds just a little better.
しかし
Sorry, I'm just watching my OBS like waves at the moment, and I can't tell if like it's too loud. It's destroying my ears on my end.
それを予見していたか
But
ら
I
こ
know
そ
for that. But seriously,
私
what?
はこうしてあなたのすぐ近くで眠りについたのですよ。
I'm so
願わく
confused.
は二度と起こされぬことを夢に
So
見た
Kumasawa is secretly this witch.
こうしてあなたと再会してしまっ
What's
た
even the
のは
point of arguing
私
magic
にと
isn't
って
real
は
anymore?
とても悲しい
Guys, I
ことで
think
す
I'm broken.
相変わらず
I think
お師匠様は
I think my will to fight is gone. There's no like there's why would they show this? Why would this
家具
exist?
の子たちを下げなさい。
The
家具
furniture
は主
children.
に仕えるだけです。すべての罪は主が背負います。
かしこまりました、マダム・ベアトリーチェ。
Wait, I need to check. Characters. Yes, I always have to say it like that. Which side? Okay, we don't have anything yet, though I'm assuming like maybe here or here we're gonna get stuff.
その名はもうその子に譲りました。さあ、下がりなさい、家具の娘たち。私は一度聞かぬとしても二度言います。しかし、三度目は口にしませんよ。
下がりなさい。煉獄の七姉妹、巻き添いになれば塵と化しますよ。
I think they'll.
下がれ。
Oh, they're actually like listening. I thought they were just gonna charge in anyway. Rudolf and the Seven Sisters of Purgatory retreated. After that, there was Beatrice, whose bold expression didn't falter, and the Master Beatrice, who had given up that name and wore a composed smile.
さあ、お師匠様、久しぶりの再会にはどんなお茶のご用意が良いかな。
そうですね。ほうき星の訪れよりも久しい再会です。もてなしてもらいましょうか。粗相があるようならば、我が名と無限の魔女の称号返してもらいますよ。
Oh.
無限の魔女にも免許更新制度があったとはな。仰せのままに
Master.
あなたの弟子がどれほど
It's
立
like
派
it's
に
just weird to see Beatrice calling someone master.
とっくの昔にどれほどあなたを凌駕したか。
Dude, this is a crazy episode. Like, actually crazy episode. Even the way it's structured was different from the first two, because the first two, like, you get like, oh, here's a little backstory, and then, oh no, there's murders, what could have happened? Oh no, there's more murders. No, this one's just like, okay, so you're on the island. Beatrice was a person. Apparently all of the furniture is really good at fighting. And then you have Kumasawa as a freaking witch. Oh my... I'm losing my mind. It was like spirits explode in the air between the two Beatrices. Oh, that's a desktop wallpaper. Just by glaring at each other, they purged those spirits from that space as they watched the Seven Sisters severed. Because if they had retreated just 3 steps less than they had, they would have already been turned to dust by now.
さあ、いらっしゃい、ベアトリーチェ。あなたにその名を譲ったことが私の生涯でた
Oh
だ
wait,
一
they're
度の
gonna
後
fight?
悔です。
They're going to fight?
今、自らの手で修正
Oh
しましょう。
yeah.
そりゃあ違うぜ。わらわのただ一度のこの程度の力を学ぶのにあんたに弟子入りしちまったことだぜ。何が無限の魔女だ。
I guess so. But
こんなの気づくだけの
This is gonna be a cool fight.
それをもったいぶって偉そうによ。
Though, I mean, she technically isn't under the switch. Like,
お前の出番
Kumasawa has all the
と
power.
っくに終わってんだよ。お師匠さん。
Oh, oh. Oh, it's getting serious. Like, really serious. Oh, she turned into white. Oh. Well, that's already 2 more Beatrices than the world can handle. Oh? Oh, I love this is going in the YouTube music playlist. Someone in the comments send me a link so I don't get spoiled because I don't want to Google anything Umineko. Most relatable sentence.
私の弟子が迷惑をかけていますね。
Oh, she's even here too? Say it.
あんた何者なんだ。熊沢のばあちゃんがどうしてこんな姉ちゃんに化けるんだ。つうかあんた誰だよ。わけがわからねえ。これは何の特撮なんだ。俺は頭がどうにかなっちまいそうだ。
私はあの子の魔女の師匠です。かつての名はベアトリーチェ。あの子が私を継ぐときにその名を送ったため、
Oh, we need to think of a
名を
name.
持ちます。
Comment down below name
あん
suggestions.
たがすでに言い切っちまってるが、俺はあんたの弟子のせいで大いに迷惑しているぜ。頼むから責任取って何とかしてくれ。じゃなくて
The battle was just
俺はこんなの信じねえぞ。
the battle was telling me
魔
on
法
Beatrice.
もあるもんか。こんなめちゃくちゃバトルクソったな。俺は何を信じりゃいいんだ。
Okay, come on. I want to see more of action.
あなたらしいとても短気なもてなしですね。
さすがお師匠様。この程度じゃバカバカしくてまぶたを開く気にもならないらしい。島ごとぶっ壊す気でなきゃ無理らしいぜ。
Okay, sorry about that break from the accent. I really had to check my audio levels because I was getting a little nervous.
さあさあおいでなさい。双剣の戦闘。
Oh my god, that must have been like so frustrating now. What? What the frick? In response to Beatrice's summons, the terrific earth tremor split and rose beside her shoulders 2 massive war towers. She can just spawn war towers that stretch the 100 Murte tall. I don't know how big that is. And each one in over 360 ports. I was just about to make a joke about audio levels, but no. They were war towers of the gods' army corps, which had not allowed the heroes of antiquity to evade their precedents, even as they banded together. As Beatrice elegantly floated in the gas between the massive 2-headed towers, she looked down on her master, sneering with absolute superiority. With the 2 massive towers lined up behind her shoulders, the witch looked very small. Like a butterfly dancing between words. Oh my god, it's Lord of the Rings 2 towers! Oh, that's the thumbnail shot. I always get a good thumbnail shot. That's the one.
双子島の弾幕密度じゃあんた。虫ピンの昆虫標本どころかめった刺しの針刺し人形だぜ。
The tower's more than 720 ports opened, and godly soldiers ready there. What the? Well, this is gonna be a light show, I can tell you that much.
それであなたの手番は終了です。
Conclude your turn. It's just an RPG.
これが遺言かよ。
We attack simultaneously. Oh. Yep, light show. Ballistic shots numbering easily over 1,000 were fired at once, drawing a beautiful geometric curtain of death. The boyish sound performed by those bowstrings was probably even deeper than the sound of death swinging his scythe.
さあさあおいでなさい。墜落せいちなる言語を恥ぜ、その罪を知らしめよ。
And just like that, it's gone. The sky was stained in an indecisian red from between the clouds. A blazing massive tower fell upside down. The massive falling tower in its rubble swallowed the thousands of ballista shots so that not one of them could approach the body of the witch who had summoned them. Yes, none can approach the mysteries of heaven. That was the truth of the fallen tower.
さすがお師匠様、いちいちやることがでけえや。
私の手番は終わりませんよ。さあさあおいでなさい。
Oh my god, give it her wand. That's the trick.
我にふさわしき槍を与えたまえ。
Oh. Oh my god, that's awesome! As the massive crimson tower that had fallen made a mighty gold-colored explosion, from inside those flames, a spear showed itself, of such massive proportions that you had to look up to see all of it, much like a tower. It was too large for even a giant's hand. It was a divinely beautiful spear of the gods, so massive that it gave the illusion that the tower which had fallen had turned into a spear of the same size, a spear of certain victory that no one could escape.
無用の双子塔ですね。
Oh! Oh my god, I love the
自ら
background!
左右の退路を断つとは愚かしい。
No, like I actually got a new laptop. Like these are old. I shouldn't be thinking about this while I'm doing this, but I am. How foolish that you blocked off your means of escape on
一
both
本の
sides.
槍をもお前は防げない。
When she snapped her fingers in a command, the massive tower-like spear shot at Beatrice like. Oh, she's screwed. As the golden witch danced in the gap between the towers like a butterfly, it sliced straight through the air like a flash of lightning, aiming right for the very middle of the absolute center of her herd, with the most ultimate and extreme precision.
こんなところでグングニルが弾けるとは。
How has no one woken up from this? Like, all the people in the guest house must be. What is that noise?
はぜろ、役立たずのといでよ、巨人兵の戦列よ、その盾と胸で神なる槍を。
The Solar War Towers exploded in gold. They became several billion gold butterflies. Those butterflies took the shape of 7 massive armored shoulders. Even stretched the full 50 military in the sky, and they lined up the front of Beatrice, protesting their master and holding massive shields which towered like windmills. Oh my god! Their massive size was I am just at a loss for words. Once in the past, the massive shields these giants had been ready by the whole giants' regiment. They had protected King William's castle not only from arrows but the wind and the rain. But when they had faced upwards and held their shields to the heaven, not a single raindrop had gone through.
愚かな神聖への敬いを忘れた魔女の哀れなこと。神の槍を巨人ごときで防げるとお思いですか。
道理です。人間の金属でいくら武装しようとも神の槍はマダムの見事なエポレットメイトです。
そんなベアトリーチェ様、もちろん忘れませんともお師匠さん。さあさあおいでなさい、ヘパイストスと弟子たち。我にふさわしき盾を与えたまえ。
A golden whirlwind arose at the feet of the giant soldiers. It was a group of countless butterflies. They attached themselves to the massive shields like gold leaves, sparkling like they were a gold mirror. That was absolutely the defensive wall that the king of the gods gave to the goddess. The Aegis Shield. Oh. Oh, whoa! When the holy spear, which left a dignified tail behind it like a comet, crashed into the mountain range of that gold shield, there was a terrible thunderous roar. It was the creaking of the pillars that held up the heavens. What is going on in this island? The divine sphere spun around and around, sent flying in the direction the sun sets.
ハリー、真相を防いだ。
Kumasawa, you're slightly fucked.
違います。
Oh.
神なる槍が避けたのです。絶対の槍と絶対の盾は争ってはいけないのが、それはつまり防いだのと同じことですがね。
Yeah, the guest house is back there, and there's lights on. Batterer looks out the window. No, Maria looks out the window. Her fighting appears to be the only area in which your skills have. Oh, sorry. I keep reading dialogue. I'm more focused on the visuals right now. These are. Once again, Umineko has done it.
法典にのっとり、槍には槍でお返ししましょうぞ。
giant soldier battle line, which had fully blocked the divine spear, released their holy gold shields. The shields fell to the earth, making the ground shake. And then another gold whirlwind arose, and the 7 gold shields changed their form into the 7 massive spears of lightning lying on the ground. In unison, each of the giants lifted a leg high and firmly stomped on the tips of the handles. Oh, whoa! As the earth shook with a thunderous sound, the 7 lightning spears spun beautifully and flew up to the giant soldiers' heads. They covered everywhere in the spray of gold as they began to fall before the giants. Each of the giants squared off, and with the force of their whole body, they kicked and smashed them into pieces. Those broken pieces numbered exactly 30 each and became lightning spears of exactly the same size as the original, which made 210 for all 7 of them, and all those burst at once, each splitting into 30 horns, so that there were 6,300. They became a thunder cloud barrage, drawing out a beautiful geometric pattern, and then each of this changed into 3 bolts of lightning, so that 18,900 thunderbolts shot at the predecessor Beatrice. There's no way she's surviving this. Certainly a bundle of almost 20,000 thunderbolts should have reduced the master's body to dust. But they... Oh! Beatrice knew immediately that she'd been fooled. That moment, from the direction the sun was supposed to set, she felt an impossible ray of sunlight. A brilliant ray of light shone on her profile. It was the figure of the master, holding aloft the spear of the gods that had supposedly been repelled a short while ago. She wore a brilliant radiance like the sun on her back, and made it shine on the incarnation of darkness. Beatrice, watching from there, was trapped like a mouse in a cage, caught in a dead end formed by giant soldier battle line. By now, the predecessor Beatrice had seized the position directly alongside the giant soldier battle line. Oh. Her bold expression hadn't flattered once before, but now it twisted for the first time. Faster than Beatrice could click her tongue, the predecessor Beatrice released the holy spear. In midair, it sprung up into the air once more and changed its form once again. Who? You can't summon people without me knowing who they are. Oh, this is gonna be a close one. By now it was no longer a spear, but the whirlwind of a massive hammer that raised the sound like a windstorm as it flew through the air. It was a legendary hammer that had shaken the king of the Frost Giants. Wait, what? What? So the giant soldiers couldn't escape from that. Why are they mentioning Frost? Where did that come from? So no matter how much the master ordered them, they couldn't block the path. Well, unless you're talking about those giants, but like... Rest in peace. Before the whirlwind of this massive chunk of metal, Beatrice was nothing more than a mere speck. The instant the whirlwind started to suck Beatrice in, Beatrice's form turned into a massive war tower. Oh. The iron hammer smashed the war tower, shattered tremendous amounts of rubble, but it did not reach the sea who had escaped behind it. Furthermore, when the smoke started to settle, the war tower had sucked in the massive iron hammer without crumbling and blocked the way. Even the giant smashing iron hammer couldn't break through the final tower protecting the witch. However, this war tower was in fact the witch's last trump card. It was a war tower for dodging that could only save her from danger once. But this tower was impregnable. No weapon could break through it. Just then, the moon disappeared. As Beatrice hid in the shadows of the giant soldier battle line in the war tower, she looked up at the sky. What? Who are you? When she did, inside the moon was the figure of a massive horse ridden by the god of... What? My sanity is gone. The predecessor Beatrice rode the horse with him. His cloak had blocked the moon and swallowed in an eerie shadow, and the spear of gods was in his hands once more. It was, in other words, a godly knight who had jumped over the ramparts formed by the giant soldiers in the war tower attacking from the heavens. Oh no, it's red! Red font. It's gonna kill her.
やられた。スマザードめ楽しかったですね。ベアトリー。
Oh. The struggle to the death between the two witches with the same name was resolved. Wait, is Beatrice just... The spear that had been launched from the heavens pierced the ground. And Beatrice is dead now. Or so I hope. The giant swords of battle line in the war tower split up into countless gold butterflies shrouding the area in a golden storm. Then the sound of thunder, and the sound of falling rain and wind. Suddenly the place was empty, rose-golden once more. The butler and the rest were watching the two witches confronting each other, but only Beatrice was different. She had pierced straight through by the spear from the base of her neck in her right shoulder to her left buttock, unable to even reach the ground with her feet. Oh! But if Beatrice is dead...
ベアトリーチ様。
さすが恐ろしいお方です。
これで決着です。
Okay,
ベア
then,
ト
so
リーチ。
I'm confused. There's no way she's gonna stay dead. Ouch. Beatrice wore a bitter smile of false courage, but in a strand of blood dangled from her mouth, making her look even more
無
pitiful.
限の魔女の称号と力、そしてベアトリーチェの名を今こそ返してもらいましょう。無限の魔女を語るにはお前は未熟が過ぎます。
やめて、許しておくれよ。ちょっとふざけたってわけじゃない
Fooling
んだよ
around?
あなたから我が名を奪います。元の姿に戻してあげましょう。過ぎたる力を手放し、己にふさわしい生を全うするがよいでしょう。さあさあ、思い出あなたがどんな姿をしていたのか。
The predecessor of Beatrice began to... Wait, that's from the beginning! When she did, small gold butterflies gathered on the skewered Beatrice and began to swarm about her. Oh no. Like butterflies sucking the nectar out of flowers, they began to suck the magic power out of Beatrice. And it seemed that it caused her intense pain. But what are we gonna do without Beatrice? Like... I'm sorry, but... She's an imposter. This is the real Beatrice. She no longer had any power to resist that.
さあ目を閉じてごらん。思い出してごらんなさい。あなたがどんな姿をしていたのか。さあ、ベアトリーチ、あなたも私と一緒に復唱なさい。一緒にお歌を歌いましょう。そうすればすぐに終わりますよ。あなたの苦痛が少しでも早く終わります。
そうだな。お師匠様と一緒にお歌を歌うなんてどれくらいぶりかな。
さあ、一緒に。さあさあ、思い出
Swiss
し
and
てご
Flick,
らんなさい。
Wingardium Leviosa.
あなたがどんな姿をしていたのか。
At least that's sort of like the way she was holding the wand looked
さ
like.
あさあ、思い出してごらん。あなたがどんな姿を。
Come on, chant it together. I want to hear both. When the two of them began to recite the same chant, more and more gold butterflies danced around, swimming around Beatrice.
大丈夫ですよ。あなたは私の弟子であることを失いますが、私の仕えるお嬢様であることに変わりはありません。そうしたらまた一緒にご本を読んで差し上げ、リンゴのパイを焼いて差し上げましょう。昔のように。
Well, I mean, maybe this will stop the murders, but I don't know.
思い出してる。そろそろ思い出せてきたかな。なあ、お師匠、あんたの後ろにあるそれ思い出したかな。
What?
何ですか？これは。
When the predecessor Beatrice looked behind her, there was a creepy hedgehog. What the frick? No. It was herself. There was another predecessor Beatrice whose whole body was packed with... lying there like a pincushion.
さあさあ、 思い出してごらんなさい。
She's fucking I don't know what she did, but she's done something.
違うか。さあさあ思い出してあなたがどうやって殺されたのか。
The predecessor Beatrice was shocked. Instantly her form began to grow faint. How did she do that?
いつのうまい。最初に呼んだのは双剣の塔ではない。四つ子の塔だったのよ。
Oh!
お師匠様の左右はるかに潜んだ隠し塔が描くセブンスランクルークの
Well, now I guess it all makes sense. No, it actually does. None of this makes any sense. I'm really confused. Like, what the fuck just happened?
踏み越えてきてくれた。チェックの発生が遅れてしまったことだけ
Well,
は
I mean, it makes sense because her first attack did kind of seem weak, like summoning just towers that fired. Like,
率直に謝ろうぞ。
I don't know. I feel like that makes sense though, because I expected more, and I didn't expect her to lose. Like, no way. The battle had been decided at the very beginning. It had been over since the time the predecessor had leaned forward, readying, not relying. Oh my God, her holy spear to attack Beatrice, who had been wedged between the soda towers. The hidden towers working on either side had bathed her in a windstorm of ballista shots from 720 ports on both sides, pinning and killing her. Oh. However, Beatrice had wanted it to be resolved with that. She had wanted to make her master take her next move. So, what the fuck? Then the predecessor slowly remembered she had already been killed and began to completely. It was a good try, Kumasawa, but yeah, why am I not surprised that Beatrice won? I'm more surprised that like how she did it.
楽しかったぞ。お師匠様。また遊びたくなったらいつでも蘇らせてやるよ。それで適当に遊んだら死体だったことをまた思い出させてやるからさ。なあ、ちゃんとあんたの言いつけは守ってるぜ。
But what about Kumasawa? Like, not the whips.
遊び終わったらちゃんとおも
Totally back in its
ちゃ
box when you're
箱
done
にしまいましょう。
楽勝でございます。
No, definitely not.
愚か。
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you not just watch that?
四つ子島で騙せてなかったら死んでおったのはわらわの方よ。さすがはお師匠様だが、これで胸が張れるというわらわは今こそおしロノウェ、お師匠様の亡骸をもう少しマシにしておけ。わらわもそこまで敬意を失ってはおらぬでな。
かしこまりました。今宵の第一の晩は少々
Oh,
派手に
little.
過ぎました。
It wasn't like a quiet murder. You fucking killed everyone. Well, Goda was a quiet murder. You killed everyone else like they put up a
すぐに
fight.
取り掛かります。ヤギたちよ、お片付けの時間ですよ。
Oh no. Oh no. When Rudolf snapped his fingers, blazing and sparkling eyes began to blink open in the shadows and darkness, becoming goat-headed attendants which appeared one after the other slowly out of the black. One by one, they lined up behind Rudolf's back, wordlessly standing at attention.
この度は6人の遺体をどのようにいたします。また密室形式に。
わらわは今それどの上に任す。バトラーを悩ませるようなとびっきりの密室を頼むぞ。
Lucy has her priorities straight after all that. Torment Battler.
それではとびきりの。
それ、バトラーはどこだ。バトラー。わらわの
Did
大
you
活
see,
躍
Battler? I did it.
今のめちゃくちゃな魔法の嵐を見せつけられて、魔女はいるも何も、あんなドッカンドッカン凄まじいファンタジーを見せつけられて、今の俺は何を否定すりゃいいんだ。もうわかんねえ。前回もそうだが、このイーカス的なマジカルバトルをどう否定すりゃいいんだよ。
だよな。こんなの見ちまったらもう言い逃れはできねえもんな。
Like I said, say magic is real, but you still didn't kill anybody.
とんでも推理を聞かせてくれよ。
お嬢様、笑いに品がございません。
おお、これはすまい。しかしわらわの責任ではないぞ。何しろバトラにキューッと両目を固く閉じて自然とわらわの口からこぼれてしまうものでな。
さあバトラ様、くじけずにテーブルへお戻りを。お嬢様はバトラ様の反撃を期待されておりますよ。
ふざけるな何をどう反論す
Straight to
れ
the
ばいいん
point.
だ。まずあの塔が地面から生えてきたあたりからもうめちゃくちゃだろう
I
が。
think it was fucked up when like the servants were fighting off the seven
実は
sisters, but
六軒島の地下に合体変形巨大ロボの秘密研究所でもあって、ボタン一つでおかしな塔が生えてくるってのか。ああ、それならあのでけえ巨人どもはきっと、あるいは悪の秘密結社のメカ怪獣かもな。わけわかんねえよ。俺に話しかけるんじゃねえ。
and he's broken before the game even starts.
ほらほらほらほら、泣く魔法でドッカンドッカン。そなたが望むなら月だって砕くし、水星を雨のようにだって降らすさ。お前好みのムチムチ姉ちゃんで島を埋め尽くしてやってもいいんだぜ。さあさあ、ほらほらほら、受け手をさせよ。反撃しろよ。できねえだろ。できねえのは船長も承知よ。
I'm a bajillion.
お前こういうのダメだもんな。こういうファンタジー本当は大好きなんだもんな。知ってんだよ。今時こんなの
It's been going on okay, now you're just calling like people out for liking magic and yeah, I was gonna say
10代くらいのガキンチョたちがおかしな特殊能力いっぱい持ってて世界の命運かけてどっ
you're calling me out, Beatrice. I don't like this.
お前も大好きだもんな。
I do. It's good
知っ
shit.
てんだよ。隠すなよ。そのお前の大好きなやつがちょいと目の前で披露されただけじゃねえかい。どうして
I feel like this video's made me lose my throat.
わらわの時信じてくれねえんだよ。
Because it's not real.
信じろよ、信じちま。反論なんかできねえさ。こうして見せられちまったんだからな。ほらほらほらほら、返事をしろ。思考はいらねえ。素直にごめんなさいベアトリーチェ様ってほらほら言ってみろ。ごめんなさいベアトリーチェ様って言ってみろ。
Gomenchai, Beatrice-sama.
いえ。
There, I said it. Okay, I was gonna say there definitely would have to be a transition there. Honest morning. Isn't that lovely? Though I am going to take a break to actually go, like, not lose my voice, because from all that screaming. But yeah, anyway, I will be right. But never mind, actually, it's still true. Okay, now there's text, now I can be like, and then I'll be right back. Alright, let's continue. There was no way to notice the coming of morning without opening a window and looking at the cloudy sky, which had become a tiny bit lighter. It wasn't a refreshing morning. All that could be heard was the sound of rain, which had kept falling since last night, and the howl of the wind, and Goda's screams coming from the kitchen.
とても朝とは思えないわね。私たちの心をそのまま示したひどい天気。
Wait, did they stay up all night in the kitchen?
なら随分穏やかじゃねえか。雨は降れど槍が降らねえだけ
Not
マシだぜ。
spears. Okay, I think you're a little too on the nose there.
雨が降ろうと槍が降ろうと
That's also a little too on the nose. Bring it on.
もう6時かいな。
No, trust me, Hideyoshi, this has only just begun.
これで十分とちゃうか。あとは謎の19人目ベアトリーチェが動いてこんことには手の打ちようもないわ。
そういうことだ。だが向こうが撃ってくるだろうほとんどの手は想定できたはずだ。
Every trick,
そう
not
ね
murder.
兄弟の中に裏切り者さえ現れなければ私たちは大抵の事態に対応できるはずよ。
もうこの話は終わりにしましょう。
Okay, so they did stay up all night. But then wouldn't they hear like this giant battle going on outside? Like towers rising out of the ground, screams. None of that was heard apparently.
そうですね。朝食をとったら一度お休みになられてはいかがですか。
Well, it's good that the breakfast making furniture isn't dead.
良い提案だ。この年に
So seriously, it's so weird, like, knowing who the first Twilight victims were. Because right now, I'd normally be like, wait, what, they're alive? Oh my god, the cousins are dead. But now I'm like, nope, all the servants have... They have left us without breakfast. It's sad. It's terrifying. I was about to say sad, but as they all stretched, they enjoyed this unrefreshing morning as best as they could.
顔でも洗ってこようぜ。きっとひでえ辛さ。
No, you already look horrible without washing your face. Ooh, burnt.
何このひどい匂い。
Oh, and this is when they find the bodies. As soon as they exit into the corridor, Kiri made an openly disgusted
ど
expression.
うしましたか。ねえ、何かひどい匂いがしない？
ん？なんやこの匂いは。こらたまらんで。
Because of that fuss, everyone stuck their heads out into the corridor. It was a faint stench, but after the complaints, they clearly noticed it. Each of them went into the corridor, relying on their own sense of smell to tell them that there was where the strange odor was coming from.
一体何事でしょう。現時に対応させましょう。
It's okay, Genji will definitely deal with
もう使用
it.
室に来ていて、朝の準備をしているはずです。
頼む。まさかあのゴーダに限ってこんな匂いをさせる朝食を作っているとは思いがたい。
Oh no, is this gonna be a repeat of the Halloween party? Well, that'd be terrifying. Rudolph's group searched for the source of the smell and determined that it was coming from underground. Wait, from the boiler room? But the door was locked and they... Well, I can clearly see inside. Meanwhile, Natsui's group were on their way to search for someone in the servant room when they noticed something strange about the pillar.
何ですかこれは。
Wait, what?
ひどいいたずらだわ。誰がこんなことを。
Oh! It's back! Yay! Drawn on the door to the pillar in paint that reminded one of blood, there was a strange, magic circle-like thing.
厨房にはまだ誰も来てないわ。何よそれ。
Eva's group, who thought the smell had been coming from the kitchen, had returned, having observed that no one was... Oh, so they definitely did move the bodies then, because that's where Goda died at least. And that preparations for breakfast, that's the terrifying part, no breakfast. And they noticed the unusual state of the pillar.
ボイラー室は鍵がかかってる。ボイラーの故障とかそういうのだとまずいんじゃないのか？使用人は誰かいたか？
その悪趣味な落書き、ボイラー室の扉にもあったのよ。
なんやってこの薄気味悪い落書きがここだけじゃ
Oh
な
wait,
く
other places
他にもあ
too?
るっちゅうんか。まさか森の魔女ベアトリーチェの宣戦布告っちゅうわけやないやろな。
It's not a declaration, it's a declaration of winning the war. I have a feeling that even though this is like third try and third try is usually the term, I feel like everyone's gonna die in the end anyway. Hideyoshi tried to make fun of it, but staring at this creepy magic circle while listening to the wind and rain really made it seem like it was a message from a witch. The dripping bright red paint made one think of blood and made things even more eerie. Hideyoshi tried to open the door, but it was locked. As a general rule, this explains why Beatrice was like, oh, let's make a locked room mystery for Battler. Someone had gone out of their way to lock it.
これは私たちが食堂で話し合いをしている最中に誰かがこっそりとこの落書きを残したというの。客間とボイラー室の扉に。
どうせ使用人の仕業よ。私たちはずっと一緒だった
I
の
mean,
よ。
that's probably where the blood came from.
全員にアリバイがある。おそらくお父様に何かおかしな指示を受けてこんないたずらをしたのよ。
What kind of orders is that though? Like, draw these symbols on doors.
使用人連中が親父の手先になって何かを企んでる可能性は十分疑えるからとにかくみんなどこに嫌がるんだ。まさかかくれんぼってわけでもねえだろうに探そうぜ。
それより
Okay, at least someone's worried about the
私は子供たちが気になる
cousins.
わ。無事よね。私確かめてくるついでにゲストハウスに使用人の人がいないか見てくるわ。
なら手分けだな。
Seriously, this is what happens when you separate rich people from their servants. Like, they're not gonna get breakfast now. None of them know how to make breakfast. You see, that's why you have to keep Goda alive at least until second twilight so he can cook them food. Otherwise, then there's no breakfast, and that's when everyone's screwed.
私は親父殿のところへ行って事情を聞いてみる。まあ、素直に話を聞いてくれるとは思えん。
The adults split up. Oh my god, they're splitting up. As a result, they confirmed that the 4 children were safe in the so-called cousin's room on the 2nd floor. Okay, at least they're splitting up now. If like they waited just a little while longer and it was second twilight time, they'd be screwed. It appeared that they had stayed up late last night playing. All of them were snoring loudly, so Rosa decided not to wake them. Furthermore, Nanzo, who had returned early the previous night to rest, was also... Okay, then everything's fine if Nanzo's fine. It seemed he believed in the phrase, early to bed, early to rise, and had awoken refreshed. Even though it's a non-refreshing morning. During that time, Kiryu and Hideyoshi searched for the servants, but they didn't find them. The servants' room in the guest house was also empty.
子供たちは無事みんな夜更かしのしすぎね。
使用人室は空っぽや。勤務表を見ても早番は6時からってことになっとる。もうお勤めをしてなきゃならん頃や。
仮眠室も空っぽよ。布団を抜け出した跡はあるけど暖かくはなかったわ。
こら、クラウス兄さんたちの想像が当たったんとちゃうか。
Wait, what do you mean hit on
多
it?
分お父さんの指示で仕組んだゲームなんや。
Okay.
あの不
Yeah.
気味な落書きを
This
残
is
してどこか
totally
に
that.
姿を隠して。
Well, actually, it kind of is because it's like the ritual that he's doing, but
わ
he's
しらに
dead.
何かをさせたいに違いないんや。
遺産や家督を誰が引き継ぐにふさわしいか確かめようっていうことです
So
か。
they should probably like check for a key
いくら
before
なんでも
leaving.
それは。
いいえ、お父様だったら。
Because we need the master keys if we're actually going to open doors. And if all the servants died with master keys, then this could just be like an ultimate locked room mystery where there's no way anyone could have opened it.
何しろお父さんは大仕掛けが大
Or we
好き
could just blame Rosa. That also works.
例の
It worked last episode. We can do it this
大広間
episode.
に掲げた時から練りに練った計画だったのかもしれへんで。
ならゲームの開始宣言もしくはゲームの説明などがあったりはしないのかしら。マリアちゃんに渡したような紋章入りの封筒が出てきても良さそうだけど。
そうね。ひょっとすると屋敷で兄さんたちがそれを見つけたかもしれないわね。
南條先生、あんたなんか聞いてませんか。
申し訳あり
That
ま
was
せん。
really loud for someone like
私にも
5 feet
何が
from
何
him.
だかさっ
I
ぱ
know
り
it's just like
です
the line, like the voice lines, but I don't know. That was funny to me for some reason.
なるほど。金蔵さんが何かを企んで大仕掛けを打つことは
一度屋敷に戻らんか。なんか向こうで見つけたかもしれんで。
あ、お邪魔でなければ私もご一緒
Though
い
I
たしま
really
しょう。
wonder, like, well, obviously the bad smell is coming from the locked room, so obviously the bodies are probably in there. But what are they gonna
上にマリア
do?
たちが寝てる。
Like, this is the first time we have no
何
servants.
が起こってるかわからないんだもの。子供たちを放ってはいけないわ。
そうね。私もローザさんと
I
ここ
wonder
で
if
留
they'll be
守番
like
してる
just
わ
as traumatized or less traumatized.
うちの人にそう伝えていただけませんか。
Well, I mean, probably Jessica and George would be like the most depressed. Rosa and Kiryu remained in the guest house. Hideyoshi went with Nanzo and returned again to the mansion. Even more splitting up. Meanwhile, in the mansion, unbelievably, or maybe we should say that the bad feeling have a tendency to be right, Rudolph's prediction was right on, because the same magic circle of graffiti that had been drawn on the doors to the boiler room in the Purr had been found in multiple other places throughout the mansion.
兄貴、親父の方はどうだ。
いや、ダメだ。何の反応もない。一応扉に耳も当ててみたのだが、何の気配も感じなかった。
使用人の姿はどこにもありません。一体どこへ姿を消したのやら。冗談じゃないわ。お父様も使用人も姿を消し、屋敷中のあちこちにおかしな魔法陣だらけ。一体何が起こってるっていうのよ。
Eva, calm down. We have like group peace. We don't want to ruin this. There weren't only magic circles on the door to the boiler room and the door to the parlor. There were also 2 on the 2nd floor. and one on the third floor for a total of 5. They were all the same magic circle and all of the doors were locked so they couldn't check inside.
とにかくまずはボイラー室を何とかしよう。何かの故障で火事になったりとか爆発したりとかしたら大変だ。
Pretty sure they would have heard that.
鍵だな。
使用人室にキーボックスがあったはずです。
Yeah, we had the same idea. They fished through the key box in the servant room. Because each servant individually carried their own master key around, those weren't kept here. However, all of the individual... Oh, that's kind of annoying.
ないわ。何度探してもボイラー室の鍵が見つからないわ。
Oh, never mind. It's not as easy as that.
例の魔法陣の書かれた部屋の鍵だけが綺麗にぽっかりと抜けてるぜ。
They could try breaking the door down.
本当ですね。これは困りました。まるで魔法陣の部屋に入ってほしくないかのようね。いいえ、わざわざ魔法陣でアピールしてるんだから入ってほしいのかしら。俺は後者だと思うぜ。扉をぶち破るのは映画じゃあるまいし無理だろう。
But, no, this is a visual novel, so it's not
窓を破れ
impossible.
ばなんとかなるかもな。
That's dangerous. Especially if like you're on the second floor. Like, how would you do that? You'd climb out the window, throw a rock, and then climb in. Kraus had a little trouble deciding whether this was a situation that called for smashing a window. At that time, Hideyoshi and Nanzo, at least everyone seems happy about this. There was nothing strange in the guest house and the children were safe. They told the others that Rosa and Kiri had stayed to watch over the place.
おはようございます。何やらおかしなことになったそうですな。おはようございます、南條先生。早朝から起こしてしまったようで申し訳ありませんが。
なんや、手紙の類は見つからんのか。わしはてっきりそういうのが見つかったとばかり思っとったんや。
そうね。私もこれはお父様の壮大な冗談か。何でも
A
そうな
massive
ら
joke.
必ずそれを伝える手
Oh,
紙があ
it's
る
a
はずよ
really
ね。
funny knock knock joke.
マリアちゃんに手紙を
It's a
与
rib
えたよう
tickler.
ゲーム開始宣言はまさにあのマリアちゃんの手紙だったのかもしれねえぜ。碑文の謎を解いてみろと。すでにゲームの内容は示されてるさ。
なら屋敷から5つも見つかった魔法陣には姿の見えない使用人も。
Means that they're probably dead.
夏日姉さん、使用人って今日は全部で何人いた
Oh
か
wait,
し
there's
ら。
5.
ベンチに合田に5人ですが何
Wait,
か。
5 of them. But Kumasawa? What? Oh wait, no. Sorry, Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Sorry, I was thinking of Kinza like grouped with the servants.
魔法陣も5つか。偶然だろうが気になるな。
Oh wait, in that case, yeah. Where the hell was? I mean, he was burnt, so maybe there is no body. But
窓を破りましょう。中を確認するべきだわ。
actually, that makes sense if there was no body. Oh yeah, then they're gonna be like, oh, he's missing. But then there has to be another culprit who's one of them who. Well, I mean, the Krause's face kind of.
きれいに頼むよ。
That's a culprit's face right there, but. Krause made his decision and gave permission to smash the window, and they decided that the first room they would break into would be the purr on the first floor, where the windows would be easiest to reach. Oh yeah, first floor, then that's actually okay. I was gonna say, you could just peek through the window, but the curtains were drawn, so they... Not in that... Oh, never mind. Yes, in that picture. I'm just blind. Rudolf wandered around the garden trying to find something that would be good for smashing the glass. Eventually, he found a rock bigger than a fist and came back.
全部割ることはないわよ。鍵が回せる程度に開けてくれれば十分。
あまり期待には添えないかもしれないぜ。
I've been wanting to break this window since I was a wee lad. Rudolf raised the rock and hit the glass with it several times. Before long, he succeeded in skillfully opening a hole big. That doesn't require skill, big enough that he could unlock it from the outside. Covering his hand with a handkerchief, he stuck his hand through the hole and cautiously unlocked it.
後でガムテープで塞いだ方がいいだろうな。雨が吹き込んじまうぜ。
I don't think that's gonna do much. When he threw the window open, the wind and rain made the curtains dance around violently. He swept the curtain to the side. They could see the purr they knew well. They were a little relieved, because they had thought that maybe the room would be filled with more bizarre magic circles, or possibly the traces of some creepy ritual. In any event, they didn't want to hang around in the rain. So the 6 of them, Kraus, Natsui, Eva, Hideyoshi, Rudolf, and Nanzo, entered the purr as a group.
特に変わったところはないようですな。
Oh wait, there's not a body? Oh, never mind.
どうしましたか？
But never mind. Never mind.
大丈夫なの？どうしたのよあんた？
What? Are they talking to a corpse? What?
チアチア
Golden Slaughter. Oh yes, my favorite time.
おい
Promise I'm not bloodthirsty.
大丈夫か返事をしろい揺さぶってはいけません今容体を見ます
She had been in the shadow of a sofa, so they hadn't noticed her until. Oh! Satan was lying on the floor, her chest stained bright red with blood.
おーバトラーどこだ
Probably hiding.
ほらほらシャノンの死体が出てきたぞもういじめねえから出てこいよおーいたいたそんなところで頭抱えて何してんだよ
Hiding under the table. Battle had his head pressed to the table and was clutching it with his hands. His pitiful figure made it painfully clear that he didn't want to see anything, didn't want to hear anything. He had heard Beatrice's sneering voice. Could he not hear, or was he pretending that he couldn't hear? In any event, it was clear that he had closed up his hurt like a cell.
少しお嬢様がいじめすぎたのではないでしょう
Probably.
あれだけのものを見せつけて反論を迫っては塞ぎ込みたくなる気持ちもわかる
なあバトラー反論がないならリザインを頼むぜお前の手番なんだ何か刺すとかパスするとかさもなく降参するとかしてくれねえとなになに聞こえないぞ
Oh!
黙れっつってんだ
Well, that's a move.
ああうるせえうるせえうるせえ何か魔女だ何好き勝手にやればいいじゃねえかよ俺は信じねえ何も信じねえクソクソクソクソ俺に話しかけるな何も見せるな消えろ消えろ消えちまえや俺にそのムカつく顔を近づけるな
Annoying. Beatrice instinctively winced at battle with sudden rage.
そうは言うがなお前の手番が終わらんとわらわの手番も来ん
Oh.
あまりわらわを退屈させるなと言いたいのだ
This is the strategy to beat Beatrice. Just don't play the game. Just kind of sit there.
知るか
Check
よ
Instagram.
誰ようるせえんだよお前のゲームなんか知るかよ付き合ってらんねえんだよ俺の番が終わらねえとてめえの番が来ねえってんなら永遠に待ってやがりゃいいだろうがああ知らねえ知らねえわ魔女も魔法も認めねえあんなめちゃくちゃも認めねえああ俺に話しかけるなっつってんだ
I think he's having fun. Oh, what? Huh? I don't know what's what anymore. My entire, just me playing this episode in a nutshell. After being shown something that screwed up, how could I continue to resist? I wandered aimlessly through the rose garden. It was raining and windy, but that didn't mean my body got wet. There was just a feeling of isolation as I wandered amidst the wind and rain without an umbrella.
俺はひょっとするとあいつのゲームにとっくの昔に負けているのかもしれねえな
Actually, I wonder whether we'd reached a clear resolution in the previous game. After all, I hadn't submitted to her for a time. So the road had been tainted with witches and magic. Right now, Rokenzima a different road, where witches stride around openly and fire off strange magic. It isn't a matter of accepting it or denying it. Maybe I mistakenly assumed that I was playing a game on an even footing with Bito. I'd already been defeated in the last game, and this may just be my signing ceremony of my surrender. Just now, a mighty battle had unfolded in this rose garden. I'd seen it with my own eyes. I kicked the ground. Obviously, the ground was hurt, so I hurt my foot. In the puddle splashed. Several towers had split this ground, sprouting like high-rise buildings. And the more I kicked the ground, the more it felt like it really couldn't be possible. But because of that, I couldn't explain it with anything other than magic anymore.
密室に鍵が閉じ込められてよくある推理小説の延長だろってことはわかるさでも
Yeah, I feel like we should... I feel like Beatrice should at least make this a fair game, because it's not really fair. It's like, I'm gonna show you magic and you gotta tell me like why what you just saw wasn't real.
あのドッカンドッカンってのはな。くっそ。
私の弟子が随分と迷惑をかけているようですね。
Which is still, you know what? I think this would be a perfect place to call this episode. No, but seriously, I'm gonna continue as soon as I stop recording. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. This is greatly appreciated. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye.